The next category is creative industries, and that's sponsored by the Wellington City Council.
As sponsor of the Creative Industries Award, Wellington is proud to be helping honour a world-class New Zealander tonight. This is an amazingly creative country and has been since the first people arrived to carve out a life in a strange land using little more than ingenuity and whatever came to hand. From improvisation with number 8 wire to the alien world of Avatar, the fruit of Kiwi creativity has become known the world over. How has this been achieved from a small country at the very edge of the world? It has been observed that necessity is the mother of invention, or to quote Ernest Rutherford, a Kiwi whose ingenuity helped change the world forever, "We haven't got the money, so we've got to think." New Zealanders are still thinking and still sending the message to the world that Kiwi creativity gets things done. In Wellington, the creative capital, we seek to build an environment in which creative people can flourish. On behalf of Wellington City Council, it is an absolute positive privilege to be helping recognise the achievements of a world-class creative New Zealander. Thank you.
Indeed it is, and who better than Kerry Prendergast, the Mayor of Wellington, to present this award. She came in on a wing and a prayer. 1 hour, and coming in at terrible winds today. So she's very dedicated. She's come up here. It wasn't that bad, she's saying. See, what a trooper. Just keeps on trucking on. That's the Wellington way. Now, as President and Chief Creative Officer of Time Warner Global Media Group, our winner partners with industry-leading advertisers to create ideas that leverage the considerable assets of Time Warner. He caught the advertising bug, apparently, while still a schoolboy delivering New Zealand Herald corporate gifts to Auckland advertising agencies. This glimpse into an exciting industry that seemed very glamorous sparked his career in advertising and the media. His apprenticeship included more than 15 years as a writer and creative director for many advertising agencies worldwide, working on top brands like Sony, Virgin Atlantic, Revlon, American Express and General Motors. He's won many creative awards for his work internationally, and in 2003 he moved his family to Waiheke Island for a year and worked long distance while writing a children's book, Why the Chickens Cross the Road, which was another runaway success. Now, this US-based winner is a member of the International Academy of Digital Arts and Science, on the Board of Trustees of the Museum of the City of New York, but he keeps the home fires burning as Vice President of the US branch of the Friends of AUT University, and through his active involvement in Kia North America. Kerry, would you like to tell us, please, the name of the winner?
Well, good evening, everybody, and I'm absolutely delighted on behalf of Absolutely Positively Wellington City Council to present the Creative Industries 2010 World Class New Zealand Award to Mark Darcy.
Wow, thank you very much. I'd like to thank the people who chose the wine. The reason being is I go to a few functions like this in America and I normally have to drink very over-oaked California Chardonnay at these functions. They pick it very specially, so this is delicious wine. And I want to apologise to the wine waiters on my table because I think they've drunk several percentages of the total consumption of the function here tonight. Let me start by thanking Stephen Tyndall and the guys at Kia for selecting me for this. It's really just sunk in today. I'm a little bit jet lagged, so it's just sinking in. And the word humbled does really come to mind. I'm very, very humbled to be given this honour. I'd also like to recognise tonight's other honorees. We spent the day together, and it's truly a very, very, very extraordinary company that I'm keeping, and I'm very honoured to be amongst them. Coming from New Zealand is an incredible calling card. We talked about this a little bit today. You know, when you open your mouth and they hear the accent, people's eyes light up, and you take it for granted. I took it for granted for over a decade that everywhere I went people would smile and be interested in where I was from, and they wanted to go there or they dreamt of going there. And it is an incredible gift that we all of us in this room that travel the world have. And with that gift comes a huge, I think, responsibility. That we'll do what we say, and that we'll work hard, all the characteristics that people assume that we have when they hear us speak. We all have a responsibility to live up to those so that the people following us on the planes and the trains and the automobiles around the world benefit in the same way we did. So one of the things I love about being associated with Kia is it helps encourage that. It helps encourage us work together to advance the cause of New Zealanders and the cause of New Zealand businesses that are looking to do the best they can. And as I said, I'm very proud to be part of that. And this award, for me, is very much less an acknowledgement of anything I've done, but really a real sort of a responsibility for what I hope I'll get to do in the years ahead. So I really appreciate that. I need to do some personal thank yous. I'd be remiss if I didn't start by thanking my team at Time Warner, who are an extraordinary group of creative individuals who did most of the work you saw behind me, and they're just fantastic. I'm lucky to work with them. My daughter likes to say that I've been paid to make things up. Daddy gets paid to make things up. And I've been getting paid to make things up since I was 18 years old. 20 years ago today, or tomorrow are the Access Awards, which are the big advertising award in New Zealand. 20 years ago today or tomorrow, exactly, I won my first award in Auckland. This was my next. It'd take me 20 years to come back on stage to be with you, which is not. See, if you work hard and you concentrate, and in that case, I got a $500 check from John Hawkesby, which was quite exciting at the time. It doubled my net worth, which was nice. But on that occasion, I didn't own a suit, and I had to borrow my suit from my dad, his dinner suit, which meant that there was only one suit and he couldn't come to the dinner. So I called him, but I appreciate the lend of this. This is my own, and Dad's got his own as well now, so that's nice. I've got an awful lot of family to thank. I've got an amazingly warm, beautiful family. I've got 3 tablesfuls of friends and family, and they're the same thing here today. Not one of them bought their own ticket. But it's great they turned up for the meal. I love them dearly. And I have to call out 3 people, and I'll get off the stage. My wife, we've been together for 16 years. We took off on this adventure together to America as kids, and it's worked out quite well. And she's my dear friend, and I love her to bits. And also, I'm also joined tonight by my daughter Isabel, who's 11, who I think 80% of the room have met. She's in teal, and she's the most beautiful, talented, creative person I know. And she helped me write part of the speech, including that last sentence, which is good. The last person, and by far for me the most important person in the room, apologies Prime Minister, is my father, Graham Darcy, who, as you heard in the introduction, inspired me to get into advertising. He brought us home to New Zealand from England when I was a little boy, and I owe him everything, and I love him to bits, and this award is for you, Dad. I adore you.
That's fantastic, and his father's even got his own suit, and he's just having his picture taken with the Prime Minister there, so it's all good. It's a good night. Well done. The 3 tables of family. It's fantastic. Well done. Thanks to the Wellington City Council for their sponsorship of that award. Mark Darcy, congratulations on that 2010 World Class New Zealand Creative Industries Award.